Hello. All right. So we are talking about the constitutions now. So we're talking about the doshas. And first off, I'm going to talk about the Vatta dosha. The Vatta dosha is air. So the excess element of air as you're born, that little bit of a blip. So when we think of the doshas, or when we think of those constitutions, we want to think of what are the characteristics of air? What are some characteristics? Well, air is dry, air is light, air is rough, air can be very erratic, air can be subtle, very mobile, right? So we might find those characteristics in actual people. You might notice, okay, I know a person that might be a little more Vata because they might have a harder time staying stable in their life. We might call them the gypsy or the free bird, the one that just kind of goes off and sort of does their own thing, right? So we might think of it in that way. So what we want to do to find balance, because in these characteristics, or the way that we are, like attracts like, right? So even though, it can attract opposite as well. However, sometimes when we're looking for lighter, airier foods, that's because we are more air. So like attracts like, but like actually does better if you attract the opposite, if that makes sense, if you go for the opposite. So what Vatas need more is grounding foods, more grounding things to do, more warming things to do, warming foods, things that would also bring them down a little bit because they're kind of all over the place, right? So something that would really ground them. So all those grounding breaths would be great as well. The other interesting thing about Vata is that Vata is sort of essentially Ayurvedically the pusher of disease, because air is a pusher of disease. So Vata individuals, or more extreme Vata individuals, tend to have a lot of digestive issues. So constipation can really be a big one, gassiness, bloating, headaches, insomnia, dizziness. There's premature aging, lots of early wrinkles. There's a lot of things. About 60% or so of diseases are said to be through Vata, most Vata individuals, because air is the pusher of disease. However, it doesn't mean that you're going to get all these things. It's all good. Don't worry about it. There are likely things that you're probably doing already that bring you more into balance. So through exploring these constitutions, through exploring Ayurveda a lot more, if you're interested, together we can learn so much more, and we can find the things that you do in your lifestyle that will definitely help to ground you. A couple of simple things that you can start with would be to eat more grounding foods. So those root vegetables do really, really well with Vatas. More heavier meats might do better with Vatas, although it's slower on the digestion, so it could and it couldn't. Just because I'm saying this one thing doesn't mean that it's actually going to work for you. We're all different. So accepting that we are all very, very different. So we can definitely take a look though at all of this stuff. It is so much fun, so interesting. But as far as Vata, excess air, foggy mind, foggy brains, prone to headaches and things like that, because there's a lot of air in the air of you and this whole air. So that one is Vata. Have an awesome day.